President Trump himself dictated Donald Trump Jr.'s first explanation of his campaign meeting with a Russian lawyer. That's according to a report in this morning's Washington Post. Trump Jr.'s statement was misleading, telling only part of the story. The president reportedly crafted his son's comment aboard Air Force One, returning home from an economic summit in Europe. Jeff Pegues is in Washington, where Trump lawyers are downplaying the report. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning. The revelation of the president's involvement is likely to draw increased scrutiny by investigators digging into whether the Trump campaigns conspired with the Russians during the election. Initially, the president's own personal attorney denied that Mr. Trump had anything to do with the statement acknowledging the meeting.
It was such a nothing. I literally wouldn't have remembered the meeting.
When Donald Trump Jr. met with a Russian lawyer at Trump Tower last year, he believed she had dirt on Hillary Clinton. But that wasn't his original explanation.
A story about Russian adoption and how we could possibly help, and really that's where we shut it down.
According to the Washington Post, Donald Trump Jr.'s initial public statement came directly from the president. Aboard Air Force One, flying home from the G20 summit in Germany on July 8th, President Trump personally dictated a response for his son that was given to the New York Times. In it, the statement explained that there was a short introductory meeting about the adoption of Russian children and that he was not told the name of the person I would be meeting with and that it was not a campaign issue at the time. One of Trump's attorneys, Jay Sekulow, tried to shield the president.
The president was coming back from the G20 as this was going on, as you know. So my understanding is that very clearly that this was Donald Trump Jr. and his lawyers. The president was not involved in that.
The president did not draft the response. The response came from Donald Trump Jr.
On July 11th, Donald Trump Jr. released personal emails which revealed Russian government attempts to help his father win the election. 2 days later, the president characterized the meeting as fair game.
It lasted for a very short period, and nothing came of the meeting. And I think it's a meeting that most people in politics probably would have taken.
Donald Trump Jr.'s attorney did not respond to CBS News' request for a comment, but the president's attorney, Jay Sekulow, told CBS News last night that the Washington Post story is, and these are his words, of no consequence. And he said the characterizations are misinformed, inaccurate, and not pertinent. Charlie.
Thanks, Jeff.